welcome to the Highways Agency ISU Training video. In this section of your training, you'll be taught the skills and knowledge you will need to begin the first stages of joining the Highways Agency. Within this portion of your training, you'll be taught the basic skills and requirements of the Highways Agency and how to become an Incident Support Unit, also known as an ISU. We will go over a wide range of topics such as the correct equipment you will use on a daily patrol, callouts, impound procedures, messaging, lockpicking, orange markers, the zones, dispatches, and some top roleplay tips. Welcome to Gravia RCC, which stands for Regional Control Centre. We have two RCCs on Altis, one here in Gravia and one in Kavala. In each RCC, we've got two computerised vendors, one for kit and items, and one for vehicles. Let's first of all look at the equipment you get to use as a member of Highways Agency. As a member of Highways Agency, you will have access to a wide array of equipment that comes at no expense to you. As a member of a neutral faction, you're obliged to offer as much assistance as you can to all parties by offering out equipment such as first aid kits, toolkits, food and water. This equipment can be found at the vendor at the back of either of the RCC buildings in the iKit and items sections. Toolkits are a key piece of equipment. As a member of Highways Agency, you have the ability to use a toolkit an infinite number of times. However, you will have to carry more than one, since you will need to be able to hand them out to civilians who may have future incidents. Remember, as Highways Agency, you must always carry at least one toolkit on your person and more in your vehicle, just in case you need to hand them out. First aid kits also play an important role, as Highways Agency need to offer first aid to anybody we may come across. Generally, you'll want to carry a large amount of first aid kits, since you may get into multiple scenarios where you or someone else may need them. There's not a set amount of first aid kits which you need to carry, but we suggest you carry around 5 on your person. Food and water are a crucial part of your daily patrol equipment. This is due to the amount of people you will come across while on patrol who may require food and water. You need to carry these items so we can readily offer them when people need them. A SNAPGUN is a really useful tool. It's an infinite use lockpick that allows you to acquire keys for a vehicle, which can prove useful in many situations. Never give this item out to the public, as it is an illegal item for civilians. Typically, you'll only ever need to carry one SNAPGUN, due to it being an infinite use item. Fuel cans are not the most useful piece of equipment that we have access to, but whenever there is a dispatch for fueling, they can certainly come in handy. When you go on patrol, remember to have at least 3 fuel cans in your trunk. My standard Incident Support Unit loadout is as follows: 5 coffee, 5 Kit Kat, a SNAPGUN, and 5 fuel cans, as well as many toolkits as I can carry, and as many first aid kits as I can carry. As an Incident Support Unit, you only have access to one vehicle, the ISU truck. This is a great little vehicle with enough storage capacity to carry anything you need. As you progress through the ranks, you'll gain access to more and more vehicles. Callouts are the most crucial part of the impounding procedure. When you approach a vehicle which is believed to be abandoned, you must perform a callout. A callout is a greeting you say to notify any players around you that you will be impounding a vehicle. There are 3 parts to a callout which are necessary, and 2 of which can change depending on the scenario. There are 3 parts to the callout that are crucial. These are who you are, the colour and type of vehicle, and what you will do to the vehicle if no one steps forward. The callout for this scenario would be as follows: Hello, this is Highways JJ Abrams. Could the owner of the black SUV make themselves known, or I will be impounding your vehicle. Thank you. In this next portion of your training, you'll be taught how to correctly impound a vehicle which is illegally or dangerously parked. When approaching the assumed abandoned vehicle, make sure you pull up behind it with your emergency lights on. To turn on your emergency lights, you'll need to press Shift and L on your keyboard. This is to notify others around you that you're there, especially at night when others may not see you. Approach the vehicle and say the callout which was mentioned in the last section. Hello, this is Highways JJ Abrams. Could the owner of the white hatchback please make themselves known, or I will be impounding your vehicle. Thank you. If you do not get a reply, impound the vehicle by pressing the left Windows button and hitting Impound. If the vehicle is parked in a dangerous position, such as the centre of the road, this is where your SNAPGUN comes in handy. Park behind the vehicle to give yourself some protection. Jump out, lock your vehicle. Or go to the vehicle in the middle of the road and do a call out. Hello, this is Highways JJ Abrams. Could the owner of the white hatchback please make themselves known? I will be impounding the vehicle. Thank you. No one replies. Hit pick lock. Once you have the keys to the vehicle, move it to the side of the road and continue with your standard impound procedure. Hello, this is Highways JJ Abrams. Could the owner of the white hatchback please make themselves known, or I will be impounding your vehicle. Thank you. When it comes to trucks, sea, air and special vehicles such as an Ifrit or Quillin, there's a different procedure you must follow. When you approach these vehicles, make sure you pull up behind them with your emergency lights on. Do your first call out. Do your call out first to notify all players around you that you're there. Hello, this is Highways JJ Abrams. Could the owner of the blue Zamac please make themselves known, or I will be impounding your vehicle. Thank you. After doing your call out, check the registration by clicking your left Windows button and hitting registration. You can then see the owner of the vehicle. To contact the owner, hit contact and paste the truck found message. Remember to put in a specific location. If there's nothing notable in the area, just input a grid reference. After sending your message, make sure you wait at least 1 minute for a reply, and if you don't get a reply in that time, proceed with impounding the vehicle. If you're unable to connect the owner, you're also free to impound the vehicle. Government vehicles are also included in the Special Vehicles class. This includes vehicles used by factions such as police, NATO, NHS and Highways Agency. These vehicles also require a call out and a message to be sent to the owner. If no response is received from the owner, then you're free to impound these vehicles. We're now going to talk about messaging other players. In the Highways Agency, we have a range of pre-made messages which can be copied from the handbook into the in-game messenger. These are crucial for communication between you and the owner of a vehicle, as they may become upset if they see their vehicle was suddenly impounded. On your screen now are the messages that we use. The impounding truck template is used when impounding trucks, sea, air and special vehicles. The traffic officer responding message is the main message used when notifying someone that you're responding to their dispatch. When you're unable to respond straight away, you'll have to send the in a queue message. This is used when you're in a situation, but you're preoccupied or far away, and are notifying the player that you will be coming, but it will take longer than usual. If they respond with cancel, then you no longer need to respond, but if they reply with high risk, you should make that dispatch your main priority, as the vehicle could put someone's life at risk. The unable to respond message is not used often, but when there's a large number of dispatches coming in, then send this message to notify them that you will not be coming. As a member of the Highways Agency, you'll need to know the location of potentially abandoned vehicles. If you press M to open your map, you'll notice that there are some orange markers dotted around the map. These markers represent vehicles with nobody inside of them. Although there is nobody inside, this does not mean they will always be abandoned or illegally parked. The orange markers show up as soon as everyone leaves the vehicle, so if you happen to see a lot of markers around the drug dealer or bank, then it would suggest there is currently a situation and you must remain a suitable distance away from it. The location of these vehicles is Highways Agency exclusive information, so you must not share it with anybody outside of Highways Agency. If you do, it can be considered metagaming and you'll face suitable punishment. On the server, there are multiple types of zones that are used. However, at the time of this video, there are currently 2 zones in active use: Green Zone and blue zone. Green zones are areas where carrying firearms and a mask are illegal, so this doesn't concern Highways Agency too much. However, in the later stages of being a traffic officer, the green zone will become a place of utmost importance to you. Blue zones are areas known as mission zones. These areas are often placed in highly combat-oriented areas, such as the bank, money launderer, and the capture sector. Two things you must remember about these blue zones are that you as Highways Agency must remain 3 kilometers away from any active blue zone, and you must only enter one if there isn't an ongoing situation or you've been specifically requested by the police. As a Highways Agency officer, you are obliged to respond to as many dispatches as possible. Members of the public send in dispatches for a wide range of scenarios, from broken down cars to spare repair kits. Whenever a dispatch comes in and you choose to accept the call, you need to send the appropriate message we went over in the messaging section of this video. You need to be as fast as possible, or the person that sent the dispatch may leave the situation. If for any reason you're unable to respond, you must send the queue or unable to respond message to the sender. For the last section of this training video, we're going to give you some top tips on roleplay, as roleplay is one of the most important aspects of our faction, and the server as a whole. When you're roleplaying with anybody, remember to sound confident in what you're saying. When approaching a vehicle which needs repairing, you need to start your RP with the vehicle's owner to make yourself sound confident. And tell him any additional roleplay problems there may be with the vehicle, such as, "You have a puncture, let me get some sealant for my vehicle," or "Your windscreen seems a little cracked, let me apply some gel to it and see if we can fix it." Once you've done this, proceed to help them as much as possible. Remember to sound friendly and offer as much assistance as possible, such as, "Would you like any spare repair kits?" or "Do you need any food and water?" Hopefully the information within this video has given you the knowledge you need to be confident enough to do your training and become an incident support officer. Thank you for watching, and good luck for the future.